Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen. I'm a certified weight loss and nutrition coach and it is Friday, so it is weigh-in day. We're gonna talk about my week and it is time for me to give you updates. We're gonna chat. It's going to be a great video. So if you're excited, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, turn your bell on so you're notified every time I upload. I've been getting some comments that people aren't seeing my videos. If you turn your little bell notification on, you'll actually get notified when there's a new video and then you just click the notification to watch the video. It's definitely helpful. I turn the bell on to all of my favorite YouTubers. Down in the description box, I will have nutrition coaching. Again, I highly recommend those personalized macros and calories. That's what I calculated and followed to lose and maintain my 140-pound weight loss, as well as one-on-one coaching for questions, accountability, or to talk with me directly. Links, discounts to my favorite things are also down below for you, as well as my free Facebook group. Come join us. We would love to have you. So let's jump in. Let's jump in to my week, my weigh-in, and some updates. Happy Friday, friends. I hope you had an amazing week. I had a good week, a busy week, a little bit of a stressful week. We had a lot going on this last week, and I definitely want to fill you in on all of that. And on top of everything I've had going on, all of the stress and busyness, I'm about to start my cycle, so I've been super hungry, extra tired. It's been a week, you guys. It's definitely been a week, but I do want to jump into updates first because I know a lot of you are wondering how Troy is doing. So I shared with you that Troy had a surgery this last Friday, so 1 week ago, and it was kind of an emergency procedure. It wasn't life or death, but once they figured out that the surgery was needed, they immediately got him in and scheduled. So if you've missed my updates on Troy, he has a birth defect in his vena cava, which is the part of your body that pumps your blood from your upper body to your lower body. So he gets flow down, he doesn't get flow up. So what happens is that blood pools in his legs, which makes his legs very heavy, very achy, very uncomfortable. It also pools in his feet. He does have neuropathy, so the neuropathy and the pooling is just a recipe for disaster. And when there's a lot of pooling and pressure, it doesn't have anywhere to go. So it can cause open wounds and ulcers on his legs. So back in 2018, he was getting a lot of DVT blood clots, which had he had flow up would have been life-threatening. But since he didn't, luckily those blood clots just had to be dissolved. So Troy spent a lot of time in the hospital in 2017 and 2018. So in December of 2018, we went to Seattle and he had a vascular surgery where he had 8 stents. So the same stents that they use for heart patients put into his vena cava to open that up and provide flow. Now, by no means is Troy normal when it comes to flow. He still has a birth defect. They're still underdeveloped. They're still small, but he's definitely 90% better with these stents. Well, we found out a few weeks ago that all 8 of the stents that were put into Troy's vena cava were completely clogged. So basically what that means is it's like they're not there. And now we're back to where we were in 2018 prior to the surgery. So the vascular doctor here in Tucson, kind of dropped the ball, and I talked about that in last week's weigh-in, so I'll put that video down below if you missed it, but he was able to get Troy in for the surgery. Now, he specifically said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to clean these out. I don't know what's going to happen, but we are certainly going to try, and we have to be very careful because if any of that matter in the stents breaks off and goes to the heart or lungs, it can cause a situation we don't want to have. So it was a very scary, stressful surgery. He thought it would take about 1.5 to 2 hours, and Troy ended up being in surgery for 3 hours. This is what I eat in a day. I gave you guys an update as well, so I'll put that video down below too. I went into a little bit more detail in that video, and I also, you got to see Troy, and you had got to see where they went in through his neck and back behind both of his knees to clean everything out. So definitely check out that video, but long story short, they were able to clean out those stents. Maybe not 100%, but enough to provide a little bit of flow. And the one stent that it was at the top of his vena cava had kind of narrowed to an hourglass, so he wasn't getting flow there, which then went into the other stents. So he put another stent in there to open that up and added a 10th stent. So now Troy has 10 stents in his vena cava. He did say that within a day, the swelling he was experiencing in his groin and his legs was pretty much gone. And the doctor did say that by opening that top stent, that was the hourglass shape, that will really help with the flow. And since the surgery, it has been recovery, recovery, recovery. He's very sore. His neck is sore. The back of his knees are sore. He doesn't feel good. He's taking pain medication, which is causing his stomach to have some digestive upset. He's not the best recoverer from surgery. Although he takes his medication, he rests, he does everything he's supposed to, he's been struggling a little bit with discomfort in the recovery. Now, I will say that it's been a week today since the surgery, so it's definitely getting better, but he's not back to normal either. He's still struggling with some discomfort, some digestive upset, but we're on the mend. We're on the mend, and we're on the back end of the recovery, which is really, really great. We're just really thankful that the surgery worked, and we're hoping that the stent stay open and Troy continues to get the flow that he needs so that he can be healthy and he can be as healthy and as happy as possible. Lola's doing well. We did have one kind of weird incident this last week. Remember how I told you guys that for a couple of times she did this weird cough that she does, and she actually hasn't been doing that cough a lot. Well, I came home from running errands one day this last week, and I brought her in the kitchen to get her a treat, and she was kind of making this weird sound, like she was panting, like she was hot and panting, but it was a weird panting sound. And she kind of got disoriented for a minute, and she didn't tip over, but she kind of lost her balance, which is what we've been seeing when she makes these weird coughing sounds. She immediately came to, much different than the last time where she fell over on her side. Still concerning, obviously, and we're not really sure where that's coming from. We believe truly that it's just her blood pressure dropping because of the medication that she takes. Both her heart medication and her medication for the protein in her urine both drop her, I think I said heart rate, blood pressure. They drop her blood pressure. And when our blood pressure drops, we can become a little bit woozy. So I think that is what's happening. She, like I said, she recovers very quickly. There's no long-term effects from that, but it doesn't mean that it's not scary in the moment. She's also not been eating very much. I mean, she'll eat all the treats in the world, so I'm not concerned about the not eating very much in that aspect, but she's not eating her food very much. And I have her on a renal diet, a kidney diet, and I even cooked up a pound of ground chicken so I could put some of that in there to get her to eat it. And she's so hit and miss on whether she'll eat her food. So I don't know if it's the food. I don't know, but I need her to eat twice a day in order to give her her pills for her phosphorus blockers for her kidney disease. So that's been a little bit of a struggle. And I mentioned that I feel like I'm literally a pharmacy because I feed Lola, I give Lola pills. I feed Lola, I give Lola pills. She takes 14 every day. 4 times a day she takes pills, twice a day she eats. So good thing that I stay home and work because I have to constantly monitor her, make sure she's eating and getting all of her medication every day. But I will do whatever it takes as long as she's happy and healthy and in remission and we monitor and stabilize this kidney disease. I will do whatever I need to do. Now, she will get some blood work taken here in about a month. I actually need to make an appointment for her and we'll see kind of where her kidney levels are. But other than that one weird incident and one night she did throw up. And again, it's one of those nights that she didn't eat very much and she threw up in the middle of the night and she throws up her pills because I think they cause her tummy to be upset if she doesn't eat. But I can't get her to eat sometimes or eat enough that it takes away any weird gut issues from the medication. So it's a process. It's a challenge. It's a process. But you know what? We do what we got to do. We do what we got to do for our babies. And I'm just glad she's healthy and happy and in remission. I mean, I would give everything and give her pills 100 times a day if I had to make that happen. Mr. Palmer Clayton went to the vet on Wednesday to have a dental procedure. I let you guys know that back when we lived in our old house in Arizona, he knocked out his 2 front teeth playing ball in the backyard. He ran into our fire pit, like head first into the fire pit, and it knocked those 2 front teeth out. Well, when we took him in for his annual checkup, we figured out that the tooth next to it may have been decayed, aka abscess. Something was weird because Palmer's breath was stinky, but he's only 4 years old and his teeth are white. So we think that there's something going on. So Palmer was scheduled for a dental procedure on Wednesday of this week. And of course I wasn't happy about it because he has to go under anesthesia. And I had to leave him at the vet in a kennel, and he's never been in a crate or kennel. He's so attached to Troy. I wasn't sure how the whole thing was going to go, but Palmer was a really, really good boy, and they ended up taking out what they needed to take out teeth-wise. Hopefully that will dissipate this the stinky breath, and also just give him healthier hygiene, healthier dental overall. And he did amazing. He is a good boy. I worry. I worry anytime a dog has to go under anesthesia. I remember getting Diesel's teeth cleaned and being worried when he went under anesthesia. And under anesthesia with Diesel, they found a cancerous mass and removed that. So, I mean, it was a good thing, and it was a good thing with Palmer. I just feel bad because he's only 4 and he already has to have teeth pulled and go through a dental cleaning. But hopefully this is the last dental cleaning for him. He's a French bulldog, and they often do have teeth issues. Smaller dogs in general can have teeth issues. So we'll see where the next few years take us. But the stinky breath will go away. Palmer is back to his normal self. He recovered really well. It was just a stressful time on top of Troy, on top of Lola, on top. On a good note, my in-laws are coming over today for Father's Day. Because I'm not available tomorrow, I'll let you know why next. They're coming over today for a little Father's Day barbecue. My father-in-law requested burgers. So Troy's going to grill us some burgers on the Blackstone, do some grilled onions. I'm making potato salad, a dessert. My mother-in-law is bringing fruit salad. And we're just gonna spend the afternoon together today. Just my in-laws, letting them come. They're gonna come over, we'll sit outside and enjoy the day and celebrate Father's Day for my father-in-law. So I'm very much looking forward to that. This last Saturday was my boot camp girls pool party. That was so much fun and so needed after the last couple of stressful weeks. We went to my friend Sam's house. She has a beautiful pool, and she had the most comfortable pool float I've ever sat in. It was called like Big Joe or something. It felt like I was sitting on a couch. Girl did not move out of the pool float the entire evening, but we just had such a great time. Sam's husband, Chris, is wonderful. He grilled us burgers. We laughed. It was amazing. I'll pop some pictures in here for you, but definitely much needed. And then on Monday of this last week, we started our indoor boot camp workout. So we always work out outside year-round, 5 a.m. at a park in my old community. Well, it is about to be monsoon season, which means mosquitoes. And what happens, unfortunately, for boot camp is people stop coming because it's miserable. It's muggy and you're eaten alive by mosquitoes the entire workout. So Julia, our coach, got us an indoor facility, and we went for the first time on Monday. We were indoors Wednesday, and we were indoors for our workout today. I will say I like being outdoors better. I won't like it when the mosquitoes are in full force, but I like being outdoors better because it's hot in there. It's hot. They actually brought us extra fans because it was warm in there. And right now we're still able to be inside and then also go outside and run laps like we did when we were outside at the park. But once the mosquitoes come, we're stuck indoors for the entire workout. So far so good. Hoping that these extra fans, it will continue to help it keep it a little cooler in there. And Julia said she's gonna try to get there a little earlier and turn the fans on. My poor friend Lola next to me was miserable on Monday because it was hot in there. But at the same time, we're grateful to have an indoor space for mosquito season. Tomorrow, I am running a 5K plus. We're doing a 4-mile run tomorrow at a place called Sabino Canyon. Absolutely beautiful. It's about an hour away, and we are running up the paved road up towards the canyon, so it's all uphill. So I plan on doing walking and running. I have not been running at all because I was in the step vet, and then just life. Life has been happening. I've been getting in my boot camp sessions. I've been walking a lot, and I've been getting in my strength training sessions at the gym because, to be honest with you, lifting weights in boot camp are way important to me than running. So I'm in no position to run, especially uphill for 4 miles, but I'm gonna do my best. I'm not trying to beat any specific time because this is actually about a mile more than a 5K. My good friend Shannon is coming, and she plans on walking, so I will probably walk with her. I don't know. We'll see what happens tomorrow, but it starts at 5 a.m., which is perfect because it's already like 70 degrees at 5 a.m. So I'm excited to go to beautiful Sabino Canyon. So next week in Friday's video, I will show pictures, give you updates, wish me luck. It'll be my first 4-miler. Now I've done lots of 5Ks. I even have done a 10K in San Diego a couple of times, but this will be my first uphill 4-miler. And I'm actually really excited about it. We don't have a lot of runs in the summer here, so this will most likely be my last one until summer is over. It's just too hot. It's too hot even early in the morning to be doing runs in Arizona in the desert in the summer. Once I get home from the run, I am going live on TikTok for my bomb party business. The July birthday collection, Ruby, is here. It's so good. I ordered a lot. I know it's going to be a very, very popular collection, and I'm going to be going live later tomorrow and on Sunday because I wasn't able to go live on Wednesday because I sold out of all my inventory last weekend. So thank you guys for your support. You love Bomb Party as much as I do. We sold out everything. I wasn't able to even go live on my normal day because I didn't have any inventory, but I am stocked up, you guys, for tomorrow. I've got so much new stuff. It's gonna be really, really fun. So that's on my plan Saturday and on Sunday. I also meal prep on Sunday, and then I'm gonna do my TikTok live. It's gonna be a busy weekend, but I feel like it's going to be a fun weekend between my in-laws coming over, the run, going live on TikTok for jewelry, no more surgeries, no more procedures. I feel like I can actually breathe this weekend, and I am looking forward to it. I'm supposed to start my cycle today, and like I said, I've been early. I imagine that it's coming because I'm feeling the symptoms that it's coming. So typically right before I start my cycle, I'm at my leanest. So earlier this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, even yesterday, I was down on the scale a little bit. That is very normal for me. Very, very normal. And then once my cycle starts, my weight goes up. It typically stays up the first couple days, then it'll level out. And then when I go into ovulation, it spikes back up again. This is my life. This is my perimenopause, almost 50 life. I do track my cycle, so I know exactly when I see those weight fluctuations, why they're there. So when I got on the scale today, I actually am down 0.6 pounds. And like I said, this is because this is when I'm at my leanest, to be honest. Now, once I start my cycle, probably later today, which is horrible, before my 4-mile run tomorrow, I will definitely see that scale go right back up again, but I will take a 0.6 loss, especially considering how my life has been the last few weeks. I do want to say too that I'm really proud of myself that I haven't let everything in my life going on cause me to go back to old habits, cause me to start overeating, causing me to start gaining weight. I'm continuing to exercise. I didn't let that go just because I have a lot going on in my life. I'm continuing to maintain and build the healthy habits that I've worked so hard on and maintain my weight. So I'm really, really proud of myself, scale aside, for continuing on my healthy lifestyle journey, even through all of the stress and chaos. Thank you for your support on Sunday's video. I did put out a video on Sunday about some changes coming to my channel. If you missed it, I will link it for you. A lot of you said just take Sunday off. I still want to upload on Sundays, but it's going to only be twice a month instead of every Sunday. So there will not be a video this Sunday, but there will be a video next Sunday. I appreciate your support, all of your video suggestions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's really going to help me, and just always supporting me on my videos, watching my videos, using my links, supporting my Bomb Party business, which, let me tell you, that saved us with Palmer's dental procedure because it was well over $1,000. And we also had to prepay thousands of dollars for Troy's surgery on Friday when he went in. So that has really helped me. So if you are a jewelry lover, you've got to come check out my party tomorrow. I'll link it down below for you. Even just being there and supporting me on live is really helpful, but you want to get your hands on some jewelry. Actually, I'm wearing my necklace, my earrings, my ring, my bracelet. It's all Bomb Party. So I appreciate your support just in every aspect, all my content. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now I want to hear from you guys. How was your week? How was your weigh-in? Let me know what's going on with you. And if you have any tips or tricks that you can share with us on how to navigate stressful times and weight loss, that's an area where we can fumble in our weight loss journey. We can eat based on stress or emotion. So let us know your tips down below for navigating that. And again, thank you so much for your support. I truly am so blessed. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in tomorrow's grocery haul. Bye, friend.